Hello from Myrtle Beach. Today we're actually in the city of North Myrtle Beach, which is, as you would expect, just north of Myrtle Beach here in South Carolina. We're going to give you a tour of Ocean Boulevard up here in North Myrtle Beach. Hi, I'm Carmen. If you're new here, we cover everything Myrtle Beach and the surrounding area. And if you're a return viewer, welcome back. We are so glad to have you. 3, 2, 1. Hello from Myrtle Beach, or today we're actually in the city of North Myrtle Beach, which is, as you would expect, just north of Myrtle Beach here in South Carolina. Hi, I'm Carmen. We're going to give you a tour of Ocean Boulevard today in North Myrtle Beach. If you're new here, welcome. We cover everything Myrtle Beach and the surrounding area. And if you're a return viewer, welcome back. We are so glad to have you. So right now, there's different sections of North Myrtle Beach. We're in the Crescent Beach section. There's also Windy Hill. There's also Cherry Grove. Cherry Grove is the northmost part of North Myrtle Beach and sort of ends at a little point. And if you're new to our channel, we've actually done a video showing Cherry Grove and going all the way out to the point on the beach side. So that's something you can check out if you're interested. So it is a gorgeous day today. Good blue skies. It's nice temperature. It's hot, but it's not so humid today. So it's a really, really beautiful day. This is a late summer drive if you're curious about the time of the year. The ocean is directly to our right. And over there on the left, that's what's called second row. So the hotels on the right are oceanfront, and the hotels and condos on the left are on second row. So just right across the street. The city of North Myrtle Beach the beach is on the Grand Strand. The Grand Strand is about 60 miles of beautiful beaches in South Carolina. And so the city of North Myrtle Beach is part of the Grand Strand. So it's really the same beach as all those other beaches that you might think about in this area, like Myrtle Beach, Surfside Beach, Garden City Beach. It's really the same beach. It's just different cities or designated areas that have different names. The city of North Myrtle Beach actually has an interesting history because they used to have all these separate beaches. That's why there's the different sections: Crescent Beach, Windy Hill, and Cherry Grove, and then they all incorporated to form North Myrtle Beach. Got a lot of different options to stay in North Myrtle Beach. You have massive, high-rise hotels, but you also have a lot of condos and house rentals. So there's really something for everyone, whatever your preference is when you're here at the beach, whether you have a big family and need a rental house, or if you'd rather stay in a hotel and have someone take care of all the cleaning and everything for you. You've got all those different options for you. And beautiful beach access either way, which is what everyone's here for. Got North Myrtle Beach's finest here doing something. Giving someone a welcome to North Myrtle Beach ticket. Unfortunately, I shouldn't laugh. That's not a fun feeling to get pulled over. It's not a good time. I think we've all been there at one time or another. And if you haven't, you are very lucky. Consider yourself very fortunate. That's a good point, though. While we're talking about that, the speed limit is very slow here, and before you tell us we should be going slower, we always go the speed limit or just under it when we film these videos. We can't go slower than that because then we impede traffic, which is also illegal. It's illegal to intentionally go slow and hold people up. So the camera makes it look faster than it is. I think that's why people think we're going really fast. But as you can see, the speed limit here is 30, and we are going right at that speed limit. So, and plus we have to slow down a lot just for pedestrians, bikers, people that are backing into driveways like this, all kinds of things. So, I mean, this is definitely not a road that you're going to fly down either way. If you stay in North Myrtle Beach, let us know in the comments and let us know where you like to stay. Like if you like to stay in a resort or if you like to stay in a house or a condo, and also which end you like to stay at. Do you like Crescent Beach? Do you like Windy Hill? Or do you like Cherry Grove? A little fun fact here. When we we live here permanently now in Myrtle Beach, but when we're buying our first vacation place here, we almost bought a condo in Cherry Grove in North Myrtle Beach. And not many people know that unless you've watched our videos for a really long time. The only reason that we didn't get it is because of the type of condo it was. We were having trouble getting banks that would finance it, and that made us nervous. We were like, well, if banks won't finance it, then do we really want to own it? And so you could find a bank to finance it, but it was small banks, and so we decided not to get it for that reason. Otherwise, that would have been our first condo, but we ended up getting a condo in Myrtle Beach instead. That was a normal type of property. Do you remember why they wouldn't insure? I think it was just the location. It's way out on near the end of Cherry Point, and that's a really gets hammered really hard when a hurricane hits. Oh, Brian said he thought it was because it was converted from a motel to a condo, which that could be as well. I can't remember. It's been so long ago. We had a second home, whether it was condo, townhouse, whatever, for about 20 years here. So that was a long time ago, and that before we moved here.
Well, it's also the high price per square footage.
True. So we've got a little Ferris wheel here. That's cute. Little amusement park. Very little. Can't turn the camera right now, but they do have a few fair type rides. So I wonder if that's a little fair that's going on. That's interesting. Oh, it is permanent? Okay, Brian just said that's permanent. Here's Main Street, and before this video comes out, we will have a video walking down Main Street here in North Myrtle Beach. That has been one of our most requested videos. So we are going to have that video out before this video. So if you're interested, just go to our channel. When you go to our channel page, there's a little search icon, and you can actually search for that video. It'll be a North Myrtle Beach Main Street tour. So that will be on our channel, and if I can remember, I'll link it in the description below, but I just wanted to mention it'll be out there before this video if you're interested. They have a really great Main Street. It's really cute. A lot of cool like bakery and other shops, a really unique grocery store. They've just got some really cool stuff on Main Street, and it's a beautiful part of the beach too, right across from Main Street. And it's a cute, like, small town type Main Street. It's really pretty and picturesque. So as you see, we're getting into this area. It's sort of like Myrtle Beach's Golden Mile. Same idea, a bunch of huge houses that are very expensive, probably very pricey to rent. A lot of these do rent while doing some major renovations on that one. And not any hotels in this area. And so it's a really nice, not crowded part of the beach. So that's one plus to this area if you wanted to come to the beach in this area. But these houses are just really impressive. Some look modest, but don't let that fool you. They are still worth a lot of money, especially on the oceanfront side. The property alone would be worth millions on the ocean side, and then build on top of that. So definitely need some money if you want to purchase a home here, out of our price range for sure. If you lived here full time, would you want to live oceanfront? Because you say, well, I couldn't afford that. That's not really true. If you're willing to downsize to a condo, I think most people could probably find a condo to live in oceanfront. Not everyone, of course, but a lot of people could afford that. The problem is you can buy the condo, you may not be able to afford the HOA. Because of insurance, the HOA fees can be very high. I'm talking $800 to $1,000 a month. Depending on the condo. That was actually why we never owned oceanfront property. The insurance really will eat you alive. They bundle it into HOA fees with condos, but with houses, it's the same deal. The insurance, not just oceanfront, but really the first, I don't know, small section. If you ever look at the hurricane evacuation charts, it's section A. That section is extremely high. If you're in Myrtle Beach proper, it's basically everything that's east of Kings Highway is very expensive, insurance-wise. So I do like North Myrtle Beach. It has a charm to it that some other areas don't have, in that it's a little more relaxed. It's a little more chill. It's just a really nice, relaxing environment. Also, there's a little less entertainment in this area, but that can be a plus because you don't have as much crowding, and it's a little quieter, it's a little more family friendly. So if you're looking for those things, plus you can just hop over to 17 Business, and there's tons of restaurants, putt-putt, entertainment, all kinds of fun stuff to do over there, and that is not a far drive. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Coming up here, we've got Snooki's Oceanfront Dining, lunch, dinner, and raw bar, and that would be right on the ocean. Oh, and they've got some nice second floor outdoor seating there. I know you can't see that. I can't turn the camera right now, but that's pretty neat. Pretty good location.
Did they ever start building the Hampton Inn?
I don't think so. Brian was asking if they've started building. I guess we'll find out when we get down there, because it was right next to the Cherry Grove Pier. They're building a new Hampton Inn, and also Jimmy Buffett is building a, I don't think it's going to be called Margaritaville, but a Margaritaville themed hotel. Leave in the comments if you remember the name. I'll try to put it on the screen here. I think it was Compass or something like that. I can't remember. But he's building a resort in North Myrtle Beach as well. And we'll keep you posted on that as, you know, they start construction on that and progress. There's some vacation rentals on the right side. If you're enjoying this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. That really helps other people find our videos, so that's one of the nicest things you can do for us. We really appreciate that. Helps us out a lot. So as you can see, like to the left, you've got some older condos. On the right, you've got some newer houses, but those are definitely rentals. You can tell by the signs that are on them that they're absolutely rentals. So all kinds of rental options, and probably something for every budget. In fact, the place I was talking about that we almost bought, like Brian said, it was converted from a motel, and it a lot of the units were still rented out. In fact, the unit we looked at was set up so that you could rent it because it had like an owner's locker where you could lock your stuff up. So that was kind of interesting. We were not planning to rent. We've never rented the places that we've owned here. We've always just used them for us and our family. We're now to the Cherry Grove section. So we've already passed through Windy Hill and we're now up to Cherry Grove. And the Cherry Grove Pier was damaged. A section in the middle was knocked out during Hurricane Ian. So we are about to pass the Cherry Grove Pier right now. And also think this is the area where they are building the Hampton Inn. What'd you say? Was it Hampton Inn?
Yeah, that was Hampton Inn.
Hampton Inn is right in this area too, but I can't tell you exactly. It could be right here where this sort of parking area is. But there's the pier, and you might be able to see. It's hard to tell from the road, but the pier is still under repair at this point. And now we're getting, like I said, even further into Cherry Grove. And like I said, it does end in a point, and it's a really beautiful beach. It's a quiet beach. It's a really nice area. So if you're trying to decide where to stay, that might be somewhere you want to stay. And once they get the pier rebuilt, that's going to be really nice too. I've actually fished off that pier before. My parents used to have a place in North Myrtle Beach, and we used to go fishing at the Cherry Grove Pier. So that's a really fun thing to do if you enjoy fishing. And a little information about fishing in this area. If you are going to fish off a pier, you do not have to get a fishing license, a South Carolina fishing license, but if you're going to fish off the beach, you do. The pier charges you a fee, and that fee covers basically the equivalent of your fishing license. So if you're going to fish off the beach, though, you do need to get yourself a South Carolina fishing license. We do see a lot of people fishing here. In fact, just a couple of weeks ago, we were on a pier and saw someone pull in a really good sized flounder. It was 19.5 inches. So there's definitely some good fishing here. But you sort of see the charm of North Myrtle Beach. I think it is charming. It's a pretty city. This is just Carmen's opinion, but I do wish they'd bury their lines, and I bet the people who have property here wish they would too during hurricanes. I wish they would bury their electrical lines. Then it really would be super picturesque. But even with that, it's still a pretty city. Like I said, a little quaint, nice, a little more laid back. And also people, if you follow our channel, you know we bike a lot. People have asked us to bike this. As you see, there's no bike lanes, but it's definitely a bikeable area, especially with this middle turn lane that gives plenty of room for cars to go around you. So it's definitely an option. Always bike at your own risk. Anytime you're biking anywhere, but especially in a tourist area, there's a biker right there. Thanks to him for making. I didn't plant him. I didn't know he was coming. But definitely the biking here is risky just because of all the people that are not really sure where they're going. People that are looking for a road or a hotel and not really paying attention. So there's always that issue. Not many people out this morning though. It's a little quiet. It is morning. People always ask us what time we film this. It's 10:16 right now, so it is morning time, but I think it's late enough that I would expect more people out and about.
They're all in pancake houses.
You probably can't hear Brian. He just said they're all in pancake houses, which is probably true. And when you're on vacation, it's not like you're going to jump out of bed early. We do, but we're kind of an exception to the rule. I think most people tend to sleep in, or they're on the beach. I mean, that's the other great place to be right now before it gets as hot. Hang out on the beach. But have a slow morning on vacation. I mean, everybody likes that, a relaxing time on your vacation.
Something big about here.
Yeah, that is something big on the left there. Interesting. No sign. So we'll let you know when we find out what that is. And then so you see the road end sign, that's because Cherry Grove, like I said, ends at a point. So there's, it's not a thing you can circle around. You literally go to the end and you have to turn around. So that's something to keep in mind. Not that it's a big deal, but you do need to turn around at the end. And we're actually coming up close to the condo I mentioned that we almost bought. If you see it, Brian, holler and let me know. Because I always end up missing it somehow. Or have we already passed it?
We missed it.
Oh, Brian says we've already passed it. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to click on the video on your screen right now and click subscribe so you won't miss anything new. Thanks so much for watching. Until our next adventure.